How's it going, folks? Salty here. I'm just going to run you through a quick guide on how to get an easy one-credit clear in Darius Gaiden. I think the easiest route, from my experience, is A, B, D, H, L, Q, V, as you can see in the lower left-hand corner. And I just did this run a moment ago, and we'll just hop in and see how it went. So I definitely recommend using 50 or 30 Hz auto fire, just to make the game a lot easier than standard. And I also like to have on 12 just for extra shot coverage, as sometimes the shot limit for certain power just creates some gaps. Also helps lower the rank just a little bit from using full auto fire the entire run. So that item I just picked up was a point booster, and it's just worth a random amount of points. I believe up to 30,000. Green power-ups increase your missile or bomb that you see coming out of the front of the ship. And that is related to the bar in the upper left-hand corner. And each time you get 3, it increases to a different level. And that weapon level actually never decreases, even if you die. So this is the first captain of the game, or mid-boss. And you can actually just destroy them, or if you shoot the orb on the top without killing them, you capture them and they will fight for you for a bit. And some of the later ones actually have fighting game inputs, like quarter circles, half circles, that will make them do special moves and stuff. Neat little add-on. So a lot of this game, you definitely want to just kill all the enemies before they're able to do anything. Yellow shield icons will destroy all enemies and damage larger enemies and destroy all shots on screen when picked up. The red shields will increase your weapon level, as you see in the upper left-hand corner of the screen. This is Golden Ogre, a mechanical ogrefish, because Darius. And he's a very easy fight, especially on 30 Hz auto fire. When he does this, you can just hit him with the missiles. And just push you back. And you can actually completely avoid this attack if you just 30 Hz auto fire him the entire round. But it's just misdirecting and then dodging. I also like to let this fight drag on a little more, just so the music in stage 2 is a little more progressed. And as far as the weapon level goes, you have Missile, Laser, and Wave. That's pretty much in most Darius games, and Missile's just standard shot, Laser will pierce enemies, and Wave will pierce through walls and obstacles. Most of them, at least. This level is definitely easier than C, and you kind of just want to stay in the back center, and lower left when some of the ground enemies show up. This is the second mid-boss of the game. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to capture him, but he's actually kind of handy. Unfortunately, if you're using anything but standard auto-fire, he will not shoot his shots properly, so you definitely want to switch to standard if you can. And most of the captains from now on, we will just try to speed kill to make it safer. And that purple emblem you just saw just increases your bomb stock. And bombs are very handy, as they provide invulnerability and do a lot of damage. This is Ancient Dozer, a mechanical horseshoe crab. Super easy as long as you have proper weapon power. Is enough to pierce him, because you can destroy those turrets and such. And you just want to hit him dead center while avoiding those shots. And just like that, he's done. And as far as the next two zones go, I definitely think that D is easier than E. though it's just personal preference. All of these stages are very much doable. This one we're just going to speed kill, but he shoots 3 of those shots that kind of home. Just got a lightly tap dodge. Nothing too crazy with that guy. These asteroids will have lasers that will instantly hit you, so just try to stay center of them if you don't have it memorized. And we just upgraded to our hyper shield. And we have actually already taken 2 hits, but that's not a worry at all, because this game is very, very forgiving and generous with its shield pickups. Although if you pick up a shield icon without full shield, you get an extra 5,000 points. So if you're going for score, you definitely do not want to bomb or get hit. Those little jumping enemies you see there, every time they come on screen, you definitely just want to kill them as soon as possible. Pretty much in every Darius game, they are a pain. And we're coming up on the first extend of the game. It's at the top of the cavern entrance right there. And you just shoot it to appears and then pick it up. And, every time you die, you get 3 extra bombs, so having enough, getting all the extends are very handy just for survival. Recovery is very, very possible in this game as well. Not difficult. This is, Folding Fan. This is Folding Fan. He is a Pacific fanfish, I believe. And when he does that, that little fan... This one he just stays still for. But when he does that fan attack, you just go to that little gap you see in his, on his fins. And just stay in that spot. It's very safe. He will shoot these balls that shoot at that pattern of lasers. And it's best to kill those ASAP. As the closer those explode to you, the more trouble it is to dodge. Alright, and this is the first one where you deviate. I definitely think H is easier. But I do not think it is as good of a level. Just aesthetically. So a lot of the shots in this game are aimed at you, and you just want to tap dodge to avoid them. So those enemies, when they're destroyed, will shoot out two little red projectiles. And you just kind of definitely want to be aware of that. These things you definitely want to be using full auto fire for, and try to get on top of right away. And you see now that I've gotten to wave level 3, and once you're there, you get 2 little options that will kind of home in and seek at enemies. With that thing, you just want to be in the back left, and they won't hurt you. If they get too close to you, the missiles will take care of them. This is Neon Light Illusion. Neon Light Illusion, and he is a cuttlefish, I believe. And you're definitely just going to want to bomb him, like right before he does this pattern. You can very much dodge these, but sometimes it can be a bit tricky. I recommend just taking it out immediately with a bomb. And those lasers aren't the worst thing in the world to dodge, but I recommend just bombing it for safety. As you want that guy dead as quickly as possible. M is a very, very fun stage, but definitely not the easiest. So you want to go to L. And this max firepower I'm at right now is technically not the strongest. The one before it that has the blue shot, just like what you start out with, is that technically stronger just because of how you on-screen shot limit works. So with this stage, you definitely kind of want to hug the bottom a lot and use that cover. And shoot the enemy through the walls before they can do anything. You just want to be mindful not to hit the walls. Alright, and with this guy, you kind of just lead him around in circles. Not the worst enemy to capture either. You can do quarter circles and he'll do spin out in front of you and kill enemies. Definitely want to go down and kill those before they can kill you pretty much instantly. Once you're at max weapon power, you get 5,000 points with each additional pickup. And we also just switched to Super Shield, which can now take 5 hits before going away. This is Double Dealer, probably one of the easier bosses in the game. You can point blank him with the missiles quite a lot, which actually does massive damage. If you want to speed kill enemies in this game, it's definitely want to point blank. So when he starts charging up that lightning attack, just move out of the way, one direction or the other. So Double Dealer is actually a double motif. He is a olive flounder and a Atlantic halibut with his second form there. This pattern you just want to be in the upper left to micro through, but I recommend just bombing. Alright, we're going to go into the second to last stage of the game. And I recommend Q. We're now officially on planet Darius. That sweet, sweet lore. This guy I just recommends speed killing from the bottom there. And we're about to hit our second hidden extend of the game, which is a little harder to get than the first one. So these little blue jelly blocks that you see, your shots can't penetrate those. That's pretty much their only purpose. So you want to go from the bottom here, and he extends right in this little corner. You gotta shoot it out. Squeeze through that gap. And you can bomb there if you want, but you get another shield pickup right here, so you can either be quick or just restore with that shield power up. And same deal as the previous stage here, you just want to kill these things through the wall before they can do much. As you see, I'm actually a little slow here and took some hits. Ended up bombing for safety, and it is better to bomb than to die or lose too much of your shield, so definitely don't be stingy on those. Alright, and I upgraded my missiles just there to homing, so the front ones will home out and seek enemies automatically. This fight's actually not too bad at all. Just stay on top of shooting those spines that it shoots at you, and avoid the lasers, and you're fine. He'll shoot some aim shots at you, but those aren't... Just take those into consideration, and it won't... it's not an issue. Oh yes, and this is Deadly Crescent. He's based off of Mirror Dory. This is just kind of a couple little taps up and down to get through. And those shots that he reflects back to you, that's nothing you have to worry about. Just for show. Alright, we're on to the final zone. Probably the easiest in the game, which is V. Oh, as far as the final ones go. So these things, you just want to go through, then back in. Or they will crush you. This is the last captain of the game. Kind of just want to find gaps and get around him. Or, I mean, if you have any leftover resources, or you're just super inconfident with that, just bomb. It's way best to just bomb in any pattern or enemy you're uncomfortable with in this. Just want to point out that those little enemies are water bears or tardigrades. I think it's rad. Get an extra bomb there, which is handy. If you look in the background, there's a Hungry Gluttons or a Piranha. Pretty much in almost all the games. Alright, and with this one, you want to damage him when his mouth is open. But he has aim shots, so you just kind of want to tap dodge slowly away. Or just definitely want to focus on not getting hit rather than just getting damage in there. Also, that tail you want to actually kill, because it will do that. It can kind of trap you. So anytime you feel trapped with that, just bomb. Or die, then bomb. If you have any resources, you can just bomb your way through this, no problem at all. So these are not the hardest thing in the world to dodge, but it can get you. Oh yes, and this is Risk Storage. He is a gulper eel. Those things he just shot out, you just want to kill them ASAP before they start throwing shit on screen. You got these little homing blobs. Oh, he shoots those. Just do circles up and down the screen. And this, you just kind of stay calm and use your max auto fire to take him out before they do anything, and he's done. And the hitbox is relatively large in this game, but it does decrease. You see I'm on this lower shield level with one left. It actually gets a little smaller than when you have full shield, and it is even smaller when you have no shield. So it's something to take into consideration. If you have no shield, you actually get a little bit of a break. Yep, and that's pretty much it. Hopefully this served as a little bit of a guide, if anything, on how to get a clear relatively easily.